Have you ever imagined living in a place so remote that the nearest neighbor is days away? From the icy expanses of Greenland to secluded islands in the South Atlantic, some communities have embraced isolation as a way of life. These aren't just tales of survival, they're stories of resilience, adaptability, and the human spirit's capacity to thrive in the most challenging environments. In this video, we'll journey to some of the world's most isolated inhabited places, uncovering how people sustain themselves, maintain their cultures, and find connection in solitude. Join us as we explore the extraordinary lives of those who call the world's most remote corners home. When we talk about remote inhabited places, we refer to communities located far from urban centers, often characterized by limited accessibility, sparse population, and minimal infrastructure. These areas can include Arctic tundras, volcanic islands, secluded eco-villages, and other isolated regions. For instance, the volcanic island of Tristan da Cunha in the South Atlantic Ocean is considered the most remote inhabited archipelago in the world, situated 1,750 miles from Cape Town in South Africa. Similarly, the Vega Archipelago in Norway, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, showcases a distinctive way of life based on fishing and eider-down harvesting in an inhospitable environment. These communities, despite their isolation, have developed unique ways to sustain themselves, maintain their cultures, and adapt to challenging environments. This raises an intriguing question: how do these communities sustain themselves? And what can we learn from their resilience and adaptability? Inaccessible, Greenland. Arctic isolation. Imagine a town where the nearest neighbor is over 500 miles away, accessible only by helicopter or boat during brief summer months. Welcome to Inaccessible, nestled on Greenland's eastern coast. Founded in 1925 by Edna Mikkelsen and 80 Inuit settlers from Tasiilaq and western Greenland, this settlement was established to strengthen Denmark's presence in the region and to provide better living conditions for the Inuit people. Today, approximately 345 residents call Inaccessible home. Life here revolves around traditional hunting and fishing, with locals relying on the rich Arctic wildlife, including seals, walruses, and polar bears, for sustenance and income. The town's economy is supplemented by a growing interest in tourism, attracting adventurous travelers seeking to experience one of the world's most remote communities. However, living in such isolation comes with challenges. The harsh Arctic climate, characterized by bitterly cold winters and limited daylight, tests the resilience of its inhabitants. Climate change has further impacted the community, with sea ice forming later and melting earlier, disrupting traditional hunting practices and bringing polar bears closer to human settlements in search of food. Despite these hardships, the people of Inaccessible continue to adapt, preserving their cultural heritage and demonstrating remarkable resilience in the face of adversity. Next up, Tristan da Cunha, the world's most remote island. Imagine living on an island so remote that the nearest continent is over 1,500 miles away. Welcome to Tristan da Cunha, a volcanic island in the South Atlantic Ocean, often referred to as the most remote inhabited island on Earth. Its sole settlement, Edinburgh of the Seven Seas, is home to approximately 259 residents, making it a close-knit community where everyone knows each other. Life here is characterized by self-sufficiency and communal living. The islanders engage in subsistence farming, cultivating crops like potatoes in an area aptly named the Potato Patches. Fishing, particularly for the Tristan rock lobster, is a significant part of the local economy. Supplies from the outside world arrive infrequently, with ships visiting only a few times a year, necessitating meticulous planning for essentials. The community's social structure is unique, rooted in a tradition called the firm, established by the original settlers in the early 19th century. This social contract emphasizes equality, shared resources, and collective decision-making, fostering strong community bonds that have endured for generations. Despite the isolation and challenges, the people of Tristan da Cunha have cultivated a resilient and harmonious society, demonstrating the remarkable adaptability of human communities in even the most secluded environments. Next, Diamid Alaska, life on the edge. Perched on the rugged cliffs of Little Diamid Island in the Bering Strait lies the village of Diamid, home to approximately 80 residents, predominantly Inupiat Eskimos. This isolated community is just 2.4 miles from Russia's big Diamid Island, separated by the international date line, earning them the nicknames Yesterday Island and Tomorrow Island. Life in Diamid revolves around subsistence, hunting, and fishing. Residents rely on marine mammals like seals, walruses, and whales, as well as fish and crabs, for food and materials. Traditional practices such as ivory carving and crafting garments from animal hides are integral to their culture and economy. The village's remoteness presents significant challenges. Access is limited to helicopter flights, weather permitting, and annual barge deliveries. There are no hotels, cafes, or banks, and most homes lack running water. Healthcare is minimal, with no resident medical professionals, making emergencies particularly perilous. Climate change exacerbates these difficulties, thwarting permafrost and coastal erosion threatened infrastructure, while diminishing sea ice disrupts traditional hunting routes and brings polar bears closer to the village. Despite these hardships, the people of Diamid exhibit remarkable resilience, maintaining their cultural heritage and adapting to the evolving challenges of their environment. Next, Finehorn Eco-Village, Scotland. Sustainable living. Nestled in Moray, Scotland, Finehorn Eco-Village stands as a pioneering model of sustainable and communal living. Established in the early 1980s under the auspice of Finehorn Foundation, the community has evolved into a vibrant hub focused on ecological solutions and a deep spiritual connection to nature. The eco-village integrates various ecological techniques, including energy-efficient buildings constructed with sustainable materials and the use of renewable energy sources like wind turbines. Notably, the community operates a living machine, an ecologically engineered wastewater treatment system designed to purify sewage through natural processes involving diverse organisms. Finehorn's commitment to sustainability is evident in its residents' ecological footprint, which is approximately half the UK national average. This achievement has earned the community recognition, including the UN Habitat Best Practice designation in 1998 and 2018. In recent years, the community has faced challenges such as economic pressures and infrastructural setbacks. However, in November 2024, residents collectively purchased the eco-village, introducing full democracy and aiming to revitalize the community's economy and facilities. Finehorn Eco-Village exemplifies how intentional communities can harmonize environmental stewardship, social cohesion, and spiritual well-being, offering valuable insights into sustainable living practices. Next up, Port Ellsworth, Alaska. Remote resilience. Tucked within the vast expanse of Lake Clark National Park, Port Ellsworth is a secluded Alaskan village with a population of approximately 186 residents. Founded in 1950 by missionary and bush pilot Babe Ellsworth and his wife Mary, the community remains accessible only by air, situated about 165 miles southwest of Anchorage. Life in Port Ellsworth necessitates self-sufficiency. With no local stores or restaurants, residents rely on airlifted supplies, which arrive via mail planes several times a week. To supplement their provisions, locals engage in subsistence activities like hunting moose and fishing for salmon. For instance, resident Selina Ellsworth Peterson notes that moose meat often substitutes for beef in meals, highlighting the community's adaptation to available resources. The community's resilience is further demonstrated by their preparedness for harsh winters, where temperatures can plummet to minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Homes are heated with wood stoves, requiring families to chop and dry firewood well in advance. Despite the logistical challenges, residents like Peterson cherish the strong communal bonds and the natural beauty surrounding them. She describes the village as a place where neighbors are always ready to lend a hand, embodying a spirit of mutual support and adaptability. Port Ellsworth exemplifies how communities can thrive in isolation, maintaining a harmonious balance between traditional practices and the demands of modern life. Next up, common threads and survival strategies, lessons in resilience. Despite their diverse locations, from the icy expanses of Greenland to the secluded eco-villages of Scotland, these remote communities share remarkable commonalities in how they endure and flourish. At the heart of their resilience lies self-sufficiency, whether it's hunting seals in Diamid, Alaska, cultivating potatoes in Tristan da Cunha, or harnessing wind energy in Finehorn, Scotland. Each community has developed unique methods to meet their needs with limited external support. This autonomy not only ensures survival, but also fosters a profound connection to their environment. Equally vital is the strength of communal bonds. In places like Port Ellsworth, Alaska, and Tristan da Cunha, tight-knit social structures ensure that resources, responsibilities, and support are shared equitably. Such solidarity becomes especially crucial during crises, enabling communities to respond collectively and effectively. For instance, indigenous communities in northern Ontario, Canada, facing climate-induced disruptions to traditional practices, have leaned on communal support to adapt and preserve their cultural heritage. Adaptation is another shared trait. These communities continuously innovate, blending traditional knowledge with modern solutions. The Coeur d'Alene tribe's efforts to restore wetlands and reintroduce native species exemplifies this synergy, aiming to bolster both ecological and cultural resilience. In essence, the survival strategies of these isolated communities underscore the power of self-reliance, communal unity, and adaptability. Their experiences offer valuable insights into sustainable living and the human capacity to thrive amidst adversity. As we reflect on these remote communities, a common thread emerges: the profound strength found in simplicity, resilience, and communal bonds. In an era dominated by rapid technological advancements and global interconnectedness, these isolated populations offer invaluable lessons on sustainable living and adaptability. Self-sufficiency stands out as a cornerstone of their survival. Whether it's the subsistence hunting practices in Diamid, Alaska, or the renewable energy initiatives in Finehorn, Scotland, these communities have honed the art of utilizing local resources efficiently. Their lifestyles underscore the importance of living in harmony with nature, a principle increasingly relevant as we confront global environmental challenges. Equally compelling is their emphasis on strong community ties. In places like Port Ellsworth, Alaska, and Tristan da Cunha, the sense of unity and mutual support is palpable. Such cohesion not only facilitates daily survival, but also provides emotional and psychological resilience against isolation and adversity. Research indicates that community involvement can mitigate the effects of social isolation and improve health outcomes, highlighting the broader significance of these communal bonds. Moreover, these communities exemplify adaptability faced with harsh climates and limited resources. They've developed innovative solutions tailored to their unique circumstances. Their experiences serve as a testament to human ingenuity and the capacity to thrive amidst constraints. In essence, the lifestyles of these remote communities challenge us to reconsider our definitions of progress and success. They remind us that resilience, sustainability, and a strong sense of community are not just ideals, but practical necessities in navigating the complexities of the modern world. Our journey through the world's most remote inhabited places has unveiled stories of resilience, innovation, and profound community spirit. These communities, though isolated geographically, are rich in lessons that resonate globally. They teach us that embracing simplicity, fostering strong communal ties, and adapting to our environment are not just survival strategies, but pathways to a more sustainable and fulfilling life. We invite you to reflect on these insights and consider how they might inspire changes in your own life. Share your thoughts and experiences related to community resilience or remote living in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more explorations into unique human experiences around the globe.